Mr. Worldwide.
We on a world tour with
Okay, hey, this brother needs no introduction. Welcome to Global Brothers Podcast.
Nah, thank you.
We have Akon, multi-platinum, entrepreneur, mogul, all right, legend, and does a lot for humanity. So we're just going to ask you a few questions and let you go on your way.
Absolutely.
So we heard something really exciting in terms of the real life Wakanda project. Between yourself, Dr. Arikana, and like different people talking about this. What's the current state of that project, and what do you think about the whole mission of it?
Oh no, it's actually in construction already.
Amazing.
It's going to be a 5 to 10 year construction project, done in 2 stages. So I'm really excited about it. The whole idea is for it to be a completely renewable city, equipped with all the latest new technologies, and even all the way down to the currency is going to be digital. So the Akon was built around that concept.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is for it to be the model that hopefully is good enough to where we can copy it and paste it throughout the whole continent.
What can African governments do more to implement the African free trade, the continental free trade area?
But the thing is, with government in Africa, it's kind of tricky, and you never really know what they're doing.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I think the idea of them just networking more, I wouldn't suggest the trade at this particular moment, because I think everything that Africa is creating, in so many words, I wouldn't let not too much leave Africa at this point.
Great point.
Yeah, I think Africa's in a position where it needs to hold on to a lot of those resources for itself.
Definitely.
Just up until the point where it's developed, and then we can restructure a lot of those contracts and agreements. Because right now, Africa's not benefiting from none of its resources.
Especially with the data or the statistics coming out about how many billions of dollars leave Africa and how many come in.
None of it come back.
Yeah.
Practically 0%.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be the whole point of the free trade area: free movement of goods and people. That's another thing with like the whole passport and everything. How strong is this deal even to move between countries?
Yeah.
What do you think of just like being able for people to move freely around Africa?
I think that's the first thing that needs to be fixed. The fact that you're in Africa, it shouldn't be a place in Africa you can't go.
You can't go.
Like imagine that America where you needed a visa to go from Atlanta to LA.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. It's unheard of. But I think the leadership and how they created that whole divide and conquer with all these, colonized countries that's taken over and creating the rules in those countries is what did it.
Yeah.
But African leaders have to overcome all of that and kind of live, like now speak and create and move for themselves.
Right.
So with diaspora, what's diaspora's role in bringing Africa
And
along?
being from the West, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Caribbean, Western countries.
How can diaspora help? Of course, go visit.
Well,
these
I
countries.
mean, you're not really helping. You're helping yourself by doing that.
Anyway,
you're not helping Africa.
yeah.
You're helping yourself. Because think about it, diaspora really they're not being. Think about it. In America, there's only one system, and it's for one group of people.
Yeah.
Nobody's happy. Nobody's being treated fairly. Nobody's equal. There's a minority. So how are you helping Africa? You actually helping yourself by creating that for yourself there, because there's an area where you control. You can bring back your finances, you can bring back your education, you can bring back your resources, you can bring back your talent, you can bring back yourself. So you add to the population now.
Intellectual property.
Right.
And
You know what I mean?
everything's
So
coming
just
back,
imagine if we brought more to it and we created a system for ourselves that allowed us to grow and empower each other.
That system,
I mean every other nationality does it but us.
What do you think about a diaspora bank? I've heard that mentioned as well.
That would be very, very helpful, but I think that bank needs to be set again in Africa.
In Africa. Yeah.
Because think about it. Africa creates more billionaires than China every year.
My goodness.
But none of them bank in Africa because there's no system financially that no one can trust enough to be able to put their money there.
What do you think about the big push? And I'm going next month, Marlon's going as well, to Ghana for the year of return. We're going to go, a lot of us, for the first time.
Right.
But we want it to be a continuous thing where we're going to different parts of Africa.
I love
not
that.
just Ghana.
No, I love that because I might most like to see you guys there too. But I think that's the first step of a huge, huge movement, and I commend the president of Ghana for even creating that opportunity because these are kind of initiatives that's going to be necessary. Because if you never go, you just never know. Everything is from books and what they taught you. I promise you, when y'all go, I'm telling you, you're going to be mad at yourself for not going earlier.
A long time ago.
Right.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah. And some of that has been shaved down, you know, due to people like brothers like yourself. You know, there's been a lot of other celebrities going over to Africa, not just Ghana, but South Africa and different parts of Africa.
Right.
Boris Kojo is doing something cool where he'll grab like his celebrity friends or whatever, like they'll all go and see first before they invest, or he even talks to them about investment. Right. That's something you're interested in as well, like to kind of use your fame somewhat to leverage people that you know to.
Yeah, I think it's very necessary to know what you're investing in before you do it. So I think that trip in advance gives you a clear picture of what the possibilities are, and more than anything, like the idea of this investment, like I mean, it's so big, like, but you have to see it for yourself. And I think what Boris is doing is amazing, because it's going to take someone that you trust to go there with and say, okay, there's an opportunity here.
Right.
Hey man, we thank you for taking time with
I appreciate
you so much.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you.
As we always say at this time, live global and prosper.
Absolutely.
Mr. Worldwide.